Welcome back to another edition of Here's the Situation. I've really been wanting an intro song, so I'm just going to use that 5, 8 seconds of this song. Hopefully I don't get copyrighted. There's no lyrics, so I fucking better not, okay? Let me start by saying, if you hear my ceiling fan, I apologize, but dude, recording with no air in this room, my armpits start getting hot, and I don't feel like sweating right now, okay? Chilling in my apartment, there's no reason to be sitting here sweating, okay? Now, is it my fault because my body runs hot? Yes. Should I lose weight because my fat keeps me warm? Yes. Am I working on it? You bet. Am I seeing progress? Not yet. And that's bars, okay? And that's bars. But yeah, I appreciate people listening, liking, sharing, all that good stuff. Let me start with, so last week I dressed, I was going to go downtown to watch Brendan Shaw perform. He ended up having to cancel his shows for the weekend because his newborn girl had to get emergency surgery. And, that sucks. How do I say this? I feel bad for him. I really wanted to see him, but, family comes first. I understand. That was on a Tuesday. He announced he canceled them, and this baby had emergency surgery. And then by Thursday, I think it went through, and his girl ended up being okay. It was a successful surgery, so good for him. Happy. His kid's doing good. So yeah, I didn't get to see him, but my girl and I already had reservations for this restaurant downtown called Eddie V's Prime Seafood. It's a fancy joint, okay? You have to dress up just to go in there. So your boy wore a collar shirt and pants. How you doing? That's my version of dressing up. I'm not wearing a suit, dude. I'm not wearing a blazer, okay? It's not my vibe. Dude, I wear basketball shorts and just a regular shirt most of the time. Jeans if I feel like I need to dress up somewhat. So we already had reservations for this restaurant. We were going to eat and then go to the show from there. But since it got canceled, I was like, well, I don't feel like canceling my reservation. So we might as well go to it and see what the place is all about. So we walk in and it's dark as hell. It's like a damn tavern or cavern or whatever the hell those real dim places. That's how you know it's fancy. The food better be good when it's dark as shit in the restaurant. The lights they had were so dim, it was what was the point of having light bulbs, So we sit at a table. They give us champagne glasses because it was our anniversary. So that was nice. We get freaking calamari for the appetizer. Dog, calamari slaps, dude. I rarely eat it because I don't really go to a lot. I like seafood, but I never go to seafood places. But dude, calamari is where it's at. Calamari or crab or lobster, where it's at. So they brought the appetizers of the calamari, freaking destroyed it. Ordered a filet mignon with lobster tail. How you doing? And your boy had an old fashioned, okay? It was a smoked old fashioned. Dude, they brought a table, a little wooden, a little chopping table type. They had the glass upside down. They picked it up, placed it on my table. There's smoke coming out of it. It smells like a barbecue. Not like meat, but just the smoke from a barbecue pit going right up my nostrils. And then they have a little freaking jar of the whiskey. They pour it. They put a giant ice cube, pour the whiskey, put the bitters, and then garnish it with the orange and the cherry. Dude, that shit was so smooth. I've never had an old fashioned that smoky, but smooth. It was delicious. Now your boy had one before he got his meal, and then he had one during his meal, I'm a man, okay? But yeah, we both got the filet mignon and lobster tail, and it did not disappoint with the side of grilled asparagus. How you doing? I couldn't believe how full I was after eating all of that. It doesn't seem like a lot. I didn't even really, the fried calamari was the the biggest carb we ate, because like steak, lobster, and asparagus isn't like big in carbs. So I was like shocked by how full I was. Like I felt so bloated, like I was gonna explode. And because we were downtown, we had to walk like a mile back to my damn car, to the parking garage we parked at, because there's nowhere to park free on a Saturday in downtown. But yeah, ADV's Prime Seafood, dude. If you're ever there, if you're ever in downtown Austin, check it out. I think you need a reservation, because it is a fancy joint. They have wine out the ass there. They have like bottles all over the damn. Dude, their menu, one page is appetizers, the next page is the entrees, and then there's like 4 pages of just wines, dude. I'm like, they should have named it like ADV's Wine Cellar. That also has food or some shit. Like the amount of wine they have is insane. I don't hate wine, but I don't love wine, you know? Like I'd rather drink whiskey if I'm gonna drink any alcohol, like at a fancy joint. But yeah, it was really good. If you have the chance to try it, try it. Are you gonna pay out the ass? Yeah. But is it worth it? Yeah. Okay. This isn't Texas Roadhouse. Okay. The steak's actually good. You don't need to put freaking sauce on it. I get shit for putting sauce on my steaks at like restaurants, but it's like, dude, if I'm at like Longhorn Steakhouse or Texas Roadhouse, I'm drowning that bitch in A1. Okay. Their steak is not that good. It's somewhat reasonably priced, but it's not good enough for me to eat the shit plain, okay? But at Eddie V's or at any fancy restaurant like that, yeah, I'm eating it plain. Dude, I cut it with a knife and it like came right off. It was so tender. And the lobster tail, you know, I had to drown it in lemon juice and freaking butter, and it was so good. Mouth is watering thinking about the damn lobster tail. It was so good. But yeah, Eddie V's, that was dope. So it sucked not getting to see Shaw, but you know, we still try to make the most of the evening. And then we like went to like the beer garden like near where we stay at. So that was cool. Just had a couple drinks just to close the night out. But yeah. Dude. Okay, so I went to HEB this weekend. I'm tired of seeing animals in stores. Okay, there, I said it. Kill me. Dude, where have we gone wrong as a society that you need to take your damn pet with you to go shopping for groceries, dude? It's not that serious. I talk about this with people who like love animals, and they'll bring up like, I'm like, you should need to take your fucking pet dog to the grocery store. And they always say the same shit, like, well, people take their kids to the store all the time, and they're worse than animals, arguably. I'm like, bitch, here's the thing. A pet can stay at home and be fine. You can't leave a fucking 1-year-old at home and it be fine. Okay? Boom. I win the argument. It's done. No more. That's it. These people who put animals above humans, get out of my face. It's not the same. You can leave pets unattended and they'll be fine. You know, maybe like in a cage or a little doghouse or something. If not, just in your apartment or in your house, and they'll be fine. There might be some piss and shit if you don't train them well. But dude, if you leave a 1 or 2-year-old at your home, you going to jail. Okay? Child neglect. Child endangerment. Whatever the fucking law of leaving your child unattended. But yeah, dude, it's like, you see it with cats. Actually, I've never seen a cat in a store. I will say that. But dude, dogs, people can't go to the store and back without taking their dog. Dude, when they had that stupid fucking vest on it, the emotional support, I'm like, get out of my fucking face. You shouldn't go out shopping if you can't leave your house without your fucking dog. How about that? How about get your shit delivered to your house then? If you need your emotional support dog because it makes you feel safe and you have anxiety, hey bitch, don't go outside then. The real world doesn't care about your anxiety and your issues that you deal with on the daily. Does it suck you have those issues? Yeah. But dude, we all have to fucking suffer while your dog barks and runs at every moving human it sees when they're at the store, because these dogs are never properly trained. They're never properly trained enough to just like be with the owner and chill. No. Dude, I've seen dogs shit in stores before and the owner didn't pick it up. When I was working at HEB, I saw like a trail of shit from like the deli area all the way to the restrooms, like in the back of the deli area. There was a trail of shit and no one picked it up. And I'm like, if we didn't have animals, this wouldn't happen. And that's just a fact. So yeah, maybe if you can't go more than a mile from your house without an animal, don't go outside. That's the cool thing about technology now. We have delivery services and special like runners that can get your shit for you so you can stay at home. Going for a walk outside is okay, take your dog, but going into a store, going into a restaurant, fuck off, dude. You don't need to be in society, okay? There, I said it. Oh my god, dude, speaking of being in HEB, I freaking saw one of my idols at HEB, and I'm not joking. So I talk about the movie Grind because of like skateboarding. It's a great movie, dope soundtrack, pretty funny. Dude, one of the dudes from Grind, Matt from Grind, which his name is Vince Beloff, I saw him at HEB, like the one I shop at, and I was like starstruck. That's fucking insane, dude. I do get starstruck, I guess, but dude, nobody knows who he is. Like, if you don't know Grind or you don't know him as an actor in his movies, you don't know who he is. Dude, I was like starstruck. He like passed by me to like, I was in the pasta section because my girl was getting sauces, and he was like, oh, excuse me, and walked by, and that split second, I'm like, oh my god, that's Matt from Grind. I fucking knew it was him. And then I tell my girl, I'm like, dude, that's him. That's the guy. She was like, huh? And she, of course, because she doesn't give a shit, she just like goes up to him. She's like, hey, do you know Grind? He was like, yeah, that's me. It's fucking crazy, dude. She was like, yeah, my boyfriend loves you. And he was like, where is he? And he like shook my hand. He was just like, I was like, dude, I love Grind. It's like one of my favorite movies. He's like, oh, thanks, bro. Yeah, my name's Vince. I was like, I know that. And then, he was like, cheers, bro. And he just like gave me a fist bump. And then, we went about our biz. I didn't want to bother him and like take up his time because, dude, he's just shopping at HEB. We're all just shopping, doing errands. And I don't like bothering people. I don't want to be a nuisance. Like, it would have been dope to get a picture, but it's like, dude, we're at HEB. I just got back from the gym. Like, he's wearing like, sweats and a jacket. Like, I don't want to put him on the spot, but that's fucking crazy, dude. The fact that I've been rewatching that movie lately, and I talk about skateboarding and shit, and then I see him. I'm like, what are you doing in South Austin? I guess he lives over here now. That's fucking cool, man. I guess he needs to be my best friend now. Be like, come to one of my shows. You can see me bomb. That's crazy, dude. I texted my mom. I was like, I saw Matt from Grind. She's like, did you get a picture? I'm like, no. She's like, why? You should have. I'm like, we're at HEB shopping. He has like a pound of ground beef in his hand. I'm not going to ask for a fucking picture, He's just a dude. I don't think he acts anymore, so he's just like a normal civilian now. But still, he still looks the same. Slightly older, but he still looks good for being however old he is. That was crazy. I was like, dude, I can die now. Today's the best. I just saw one of my fucking guys. It's so stupid. They say never meet your heroes. I say, fuck that, because my hero said, cheers, bro. We get that tat on me. You understand? Oh, that's fucking stupid, dude. Just get cheers, bro, tat on me. The artist is like, so, is there a reason you're getting this? I'm like, yeah, I met one of my favorite actors. He's like, who's that? I'm like, Vince Veloff from Grind. He's like, never heard of him. I'm like, you know what? Fuck you. Okay? Cheers, bro. I'll get the hang loose sign tat on me. Put Vince right under it. I met my first Vince. Now I gotta meet Vince Vaughn, and I'll be good to go. You can kill me after that. I met Vince Veloff. Now I just gotta meet Vince Vaughn, okay? The two V's, okay? I'm retarded. The littlest, dumbest shit makes me laugh, makes me smile. That's crazy. If y'all haven't seen Grind and you're listening to my pod right now, what are you doing? Go watch Grind, dude. I've talked about it like fucking for like 3 episodes straight about how dope it is in the soundtrack. Early 2000s, how you doing? God, that's fucking crazy. He's like the funniest one in the movie, okay? But yeah, that was cool. So a couple of the homies want to plan a trip this summer. Talking about the guys from the Real Spill podcast, Dylan and Euless. They were like, let's plan a trip and go somewhere because we haven't done shit since, whatever. We haven't all been together really since like high school. So like throw out a state that we can go. I just threw out Colorado. I mean, I'm not crazy about it, but I just think, it'd be cool to go to Colorado. See the Coors Light Factory. The best beer, Coors Light, obviously. And they were kind of like, I think someone threw out Montana, someone threw out Washington, and then we kind of settled on Washington. I'm like, you're picking Washington over Colorado, dude? What are we going to do in Washington? Sit inside while it fucking rains all day and night? Come on. It's not like we're going to Washington in the fucking 90s, during the grunge scene, seeing just Pearl Jam and Nirvana. No, we're going to be sitting in a hotel watching it rain, just like, something in the way. Oh, fuck, dude. That's so much funnier when Toby sings it. Toby's gay and won't go on the trip. I don't know, trying to buy a house, whatever. Uh, yeah, so we're like trying to plan a trip to go to Washington. They want to do some like outdoorsy hiking shit. I've said this before and I'll say it again. I'm not into the outdoors, hiking, adventure, kayaking. I'm not into that kind of shit. It's not for me, okay, personally. I, I don't like getting fucking bitten by mosquitoes, sweating my ass off, while also probably having my feet hurt because I don't hike. I'm not going to hike in my fucking running shoes. I'm going to have to get some bullshit boots. And it just sounds like hell, the activities, but if I'm with the homies and they're talking about bringing our girls with us, then, it's a couples trip. It sounds like it could be fun, I'm hoping it is fun if we get to go on it. The flights are like $500 or so for like there and back, which sounds like a lot, but it's also like it makes sense, dude, from Texas to Washington. Because driving there takes like over a day. And then flying there, I don't even know how long it takes. It's like around 6 hours, maybe. I'd have to look it up. I don't feel like looking it up, but yeah, so who knows if we're going on that trip. It would be dope just to be with the boys, be with the girls. I mean the homies and our chicks. I don't mean being around boys and girls. I'm not sick. How you doing? But yeah, who knows? Nothing's set in stone yet. We're still working it out, seeing if we're gonna all be able to go. If certain people even still want to go. So, I want to talk about it more, but it's not set yet. So I don't want to be like, yeah, we're going, blah, blah, blah. And then, fucking tomorrow someone's like, yeah, I can't go. It's going to be too much or whatever. So it's a work in progress. It'd be nice to go on a trip though. Just saying. I have like one current event right now just because I keep seeing it like all over my fucking Instagram. Vince McMahon is under fire right now. If you don't know Vince McMahon, he's like the WWE founder, wrestling. He's like, he was CEO, is CEO. I think he just resigned because he has like hella allegations after his ass, Jesus, he has allegations of sexual assault, sex trafficking, and physical abuse. Eesh, this guy's like 78, okay? That's not looking good. Yeah, I keep seeing this shit all over my Instagram. Like, I like a video from that I see of like Stone Cold and The Rock fighting, and then like every wrestling shit pops up on my Instagram after that. Just cause of liking one video. Like, Instagram's so annoying with that shit. But yeah, he's being sued by a former employee. She's saying that in 2021, two men allegedly pulled her behind a locked door, forcibly restraining her. As she begged them to stop, one of them said to her, "No means yes." Okay, well, these guys are fucked. I think it's like Vince McMahon and probably one of his co-workers or, associates. She filed a lawsuit to hold them accountable, hold two WWE executives accountable for sexually assaulting and trafficking her, as well as the organization that facilitated it or turned a blind eye to the abuse and swept it under the rug. Sheesh. Yeah. I mean, it's a lot to read and look into, but that just says a lot right there. I will say this, though. Anytime allegations about someone comes out, I'm always skeptical because I don't believe in the whole, like, if someone comes out against somebody, then automatically their livelihood is ruined, their career is done, put them in prison. I don't believe in that. I don't like the whole he said, she said kind of shit. I think it should, I agree with like due process. Okay. So if you get, what's the word? If you get, God damn it, what's the word? If you get allegations toward you, um, then there should be evidence supporting that. You know, just because you come out and say something, I don't think someone should be prisoned and jailed. Now, yes, there are victims who go through this kind of stuff and then they wait years to say something, and then it's like harder to get the evidence or to admit it happened. But I don't know, man. Allegations just ruin people's lives nowadays. People don't even care if you did something or not. As soon as someone says, well, this person did this 20 years ago, whoever they're working for, whatever they're doing in life, everybody drops them just because of optics. They don't want bad publicity. They don't want to seem like they're letting this person work for them who's accused of doing such things. So I don't know. It's just, I'm not saying anyone who gets accused is right. I'm not saying anyone who gets accused is innocent. But in some cases, like, you know, it happens in sports all the time, dude. Like college football, especially. These women come out and say this player sexually assaulted them. You know, he gets stripped of, like, whatever. Say he won a Heisman, he gets stripped of that. He gets kicked out of school. He can no longer play football. He gets registered as whatever. And then, you know, a couple months later, come to find out she lied about the whole thing because they dated and he broke up with her, and, you know, he's an NFL star, so, or he's a college football star, so, you know, she can't take the fact that he would want to break up with her, and then all this shit's a lie. But this guy's career is ruined, his life is ruined. You know, people turn their backs on him. So shit like that happens all the time. And yes, people come out and it's there's times where it's true, and those people should be convicted of their wrongdoings. But I don't know. Anytime I see or hear allegations, I'm always like, I wait. I don't like, just because you see something, I don't like jumping on the wagon, like, get rid of this person, put him in jail. I'm not with that whole thing, you know. But with Vince McMahon, this dude, he's done a lot of shady shit over the years. And because he's a damn founder and CEO, dude, he's worth like millions, if not billions of dollars. So he's done a lot of like hush money, settled out of court, paid people off. So I think now it's coming back to bite him in the ass. So we'll see what happens with that. He's also like 78, so it's like there's an easy fix to all of these issues, you know? Just die. Okay? You're 78 years old. I mean, pull a Hugh Hefner. Remember when everyone came after Hugh Hefner for like Me Too and all that kind of shit? He was like, oh, what's up? And then he just died. He's like, they're saying, these women are saying I did what to him? He died. Okay? So he didn't have to deal with all this bullshit. Now, you may hate that. You may think, well, let this guy deserve to rot in prison for what he's done. Okay, I get that too. But I'm just saying the dude's old. Who knows how much longer he'll be around. He's also pretty jacked for an old 78-year-old. Because, you know, he's in the business of wrestling, so I'm sure he works out. But yeah, that's about the only current event I wanted to talk about, just because I keep seeing it all over my damn feed. But yeah, I don't have a new bit of the week. Most of the ones I've done, I'm actually going to try doing them tonight. Like bits I've done on the past episodes, I'm actually going up tonight to try and work them out, see how they do. So I don't have like a new bit of the week I'm working on, but I'll be back next week to tell y'all how tonight goes. Yeah, it's been a while. I've been wanting to get back on stage, and the times I was like trying to get back, it was like around Christmas or around New Year. So like all these mics were canceled or like they were off. And then like it was like super, we were like under that freeze warning when it was like 15 degrees. So a lot of mics were canceled then. So I'm trying to get back into it, get more consistent. Yeah, so that's about it for this episode. If you're still listening, appreciate either way. Like, share, subscribe. You know the deal. And that's about that time where I tell you my one word or phrase to end the episode. Actually, I think I'm going to end this episode with some music also. I'm going to end it with the intro music. How you doing? So, say it with me, boys and girls. Hoover stank. And I'm out.